So I've got the bike, and because it's not my bike, everything's going wrong in terms of where do I put my cameras. This is here, but I think it looks fucking ugly. My helmet attachment somehow broke, so now I've got to fit paper behind there to stop it wobbling around. The bike's really nice, except it's not my bike. So it just feels weird riding it. It doesn't have a quick shifter, and I was really confused at first, having had a quick shifter for 8 years. And now I'm getting really pissed off with camera attachments because it's not my bike, and I'm getting to the point where do I even make something for YouTube, or do I just go out and ride? And I'm really aggravated. And
Content.
And this is content, isn't it? It's all content. Hashtag content. When I decided to stop being a baby, we actually went for a ride, and this mountain was the start of it. It was so good to finally be out on a bike. The scenery was amazing, and it was just going to keep getting better. And it really took me some time to get used to this bike. Everything was so different to my 1290. The bike itself had a few things wrong with it. The tyres were too soft, the suspension was too soft, the riding position wasn't good for me. Regardless, it was still a lot of fun. I think this might be the first actual concrete road that I've ever ridden on. The surface was terrible. But it certainly was an interesting route. I really wanted to visit this place that I found on Google Maps overlooking Split. I couldn't fly my drone up here, so I had to make do with Google Earth.
Pass me a two. Oh, sorry. Pass me a two.
Sorry, I'm English.
Oh, sorry. My dog is at the front.
Oh, okay, fine.
So you should be. Ah, here she is.
There he is. Oh, look at that.
Plus new people. She's always happy to see people.
No.
That's her favorite. Just on this funny machine.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a nice road. It's
Yeah.
crazy, isn't it?
It's a bit sketchy, yeah, it's a bit...
Oh, the road?
Yeah,
Oh.
but it's nice,
beautiful.
it's really nice up here.
But it's so beautiful, yeah.
Yeah,
But drive carefully.
we'll carry on.
You too, enjoy.
It'll be a bit loud.
No problem.
There was a sign up ahead that said there were live mines in the ground, so we didn't go any further. I think it was some kind of military installation, I'm not sure. I'll go over there. Go on. Go on. Yeah. Made it to the top of this hill. It's a pretty sketchy road going up, and the bike did just fine. The bike did just fine. It's weird riding other bikes when you get so comfortable with your own bike, and it's just different. It's quite pretty up here. Let's go over to that church. For some reason, there's just this random church here. Don't know why. Blimey, look at that. We made it up this hill and it was really sketchy. Some of it was gravel and some of it was tarmac, and I thought we're not going to make it up here, but we did, so there we go. Honestly, all this content malarkey, I'm really not used to it, because I've been faffing around trying to get shots, and I'm trying to ride and not just riding footage. And thankfully I've got my camera woman with me to get off and do other shots for me and stuff, but honestly it really puts it into perspective how other YouTubers that I watch put so much work into actually creating content. It's an absolute faff, and I actually really hate it. I hate it so much. When we first started I was getting really angry trying to set up cameras and whatever, but we did it, and now we're going, and now I'm going to eat some food and then carry on to some other place, I guess. The camera woman doesn't want to be on camera, which is fair enough. Oh my god. And we ate some food. Said goodbye to the dog. Rode across some gravel. Back down the concrete road. It was pretty steep. Wow, look at that shit.
Ah. Croatia is beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah. And we turned around and went down to the town below. Arriving in a very windy Omis. I'm assuming we can't park here,
Yeah, that's it.
but I'm gonna stop and then drink and eat
What?
until I get moved on, I guess. Right, off you go. I live by the rule that motorbikes can just go wherever they want and park wherever they want, so I'm assuming that works in other countries too. Just do what you want. So after all this time I can actually now use my microphone apparently. which is awesome because at the start I had anger issues where nothing would work. I'm gonna drive 2 minutes to this parking place and then stop and get coffee, and this is now attached for charging needs. Let's roll to a car park. I've just rented this bike from a place in Split in Croatia, and it's really, the guy was really friendly, really nice, really accommodating, made me a coffee and went over some details and whatever, took my deposit and sent me on my way. Nothing was it was all good, it was all fine. I'll definitely hire from there again. I really miss my own bike. It would be nice if they rented out KTM 1290s, but they don't, which is fine. I've got this bad boy, V4 engine. It's got a bit of kick in it, which I've yet to feel too much really, because I'll send my missus flying off the back, and I don't think she'll enjoy that very much. Pretty sure my mic is working now, finally. When we first got the bike this morning, what is this guy doing? When we first got the bike this morning, I couldn't get my mic to work. It wouldn't connect to my camera, which is highly, highly annoying, and I was getting so angry and ratty, and I felt like a child having a tantrum because I'm trying to create this content. Nothing was going right initially. It really puts it into perspective how a lot of these other YouTubers that I watch, when they're getting different footage from different angles and whatever, when you leave your camera on the floor, ride past it, turn around, pick it up, turn around, carry on with your journey, just to get a shot of you riding by. It's an absolute faff, honestly. It's not something that I enjoy, and I really thought creating content is a lot harder than it looks when you're just watching the end products that somebody's produced and created, rather than just somebody sitting on a bike like me talking. Now you've got that camera there, the camera on my chin. It's quite easy, but when it comes to sending the drone up or putting a camera down to get a flyby shot or whatever, just to make it a bit more engaging, it's actually really frustrating and time consuming. And I'm not thoroughly enjoying that part of creating content. But it's all a learning curve, isn't it? So yeah, if my missus wasn't here pushing me to do it, I probably wouldn't have done it. And all of the footage that I've got today, I probably wouldn't have got. And I would have just been a grumpy little boy having a whine about how it's too hard, it's too much time, it's too much of a faff. So yeah, I've got her to thank for pushing me to actually do what I think I want to do, which is put my journeys into video form, but make it engaging, that somebody will watch it and want to watch it and enjoy it. This is really boring following this car, but I'm reluctant to speed and overtake and stuff in somebody else's country because I don't know what the laws are, and I don't want to be disrespectful and then get pulled over, fined or whatever. But anyway, I'm going to this cave somewhere and see what the score is there. I guess at some point I've got to talk about how this bike compares to my own bike. And currently I would say I much prefer my own bike because, like, the initial feel of the bike, it just seems very I'm not a professional, so I don't know what description words to use to describe something, but it just feels agricultural. It feels like a bit of a tractor. It feels really clunky compared to the 1290. The 1290 feels really smooth, handles bumps really well. The throttle response is really nice, and well, for one, my engine management light isn't on, but I've been told to ignore that, so that's fine. Yeah, this feels really. In fact, yeah, when I change gear on this, it coasts for like, I don't know, 1 second or something like that. Whereas on my KTM, when I change gear, it's just instant, and there's no sort of lag between gear changes. Maybe that's the design of the engine, I don't know, but I've not ridden another bike for 8 years until today, so this feels alien. And yeah, changing gears is one for sure. There's like a delay. What is going on? Are we overtaken? I'm overtaken. So yeah, especially when you're going downhill and you change gear going downhill, there's a bit of a lag, and you kind of speed up. It speeds up momentarily, whereas I'm used to on my current bike, that not happening. So it's a bit disconcerting. It's like if you've ever been snowboarding and you're learning how to turn. When you first start dipping your when you start facing down the mountain to turn, and your board picks up speed and you panic and you fall over. It's kind of like that. Anyway, let's carry on. Who knew motorbiking was like snowboarding? Our final destination for the day was a cave that I had pinned on Google Maps. So we headed there, and the final verdict on the bike was that I very much prefer my own KTM 1290 Super Adventure. This bike just felt so different, and I was not happy riding it at the end of the day. Probably because it was a rental and it had been abused, and it needed some adjustments and some care. I think if it was a brand new Multistrada, I probably would have had a completely different opinion, but this one was not for me. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this bike. Anyway.